Good evening with Sports Night. I'm Anne-Marie Burke. I will begin with cricket news where 4 wickets from Jomel Warrican and Rakeem Cornwall took the West Indies 8-ton innings and 17-run victory over the England Lions on the third day of the second unofficial test at Sabina Park in Jamaica. Resuming the day on 34 without loss, England Lions were dismissed for 145 in their first innings, replying to the West Indies 422. Avoiding the follow-on, they were sent into bat and fell for 260. Warrican ended with 4 for 69 and Cornwall had 4 for 88. Brief scores again: West Indies A 422, the England Lions 145 and 260. The West Indies A winning by an innings and 70 runs and have taken an unassailable 2-0 lead in the 3-match series. As of this year, any registered players or teams involved in unsanctioned dominoes tournaments will be severely punished by the association. This was reviewed by President of the National Dominoes Association, Sean Burke, at the launch of the 2018 season and the 2017 awards ceremony. President Burke in his speech said that all parties wishing to host domino tournaments on the island must first seek permission from the association or suffer sanctions.
Registered members of this association shall not play in any domino tournament that is not sanctioned by this association. Tournament organizers will be given a sanction letter, and you have the right to see it before paying your money. Similarly, all domino tournaments or competitions starting from this year will incur a sanctioning fee. The necessary steps will be taken to allow this association to discipline any player who plays in any tournament or competition that is not sanctioned by this association.
He added that the Federation will be working closely with school tournaments to ensure longevity of the sport in Barbados.
The longevity of our game will depend on the involvement of the youth. To ensure this takes place, we will be paying special attention to our schools league, which was restarted last year after a 1 or 2 year break, so to speak. Many persons in and outside this association have highlighted the need to revive the schools league, and we heeded the call, and we are now working to return it to where it was before.
Now, at the 2018 season's opening ceremony, some 112 teams, including 2 new teams, Legacy along with Rusty Bubbles, Peace and Love, with our very own Misha Arthur, were on parade around the Commonwealth School grounds. However, the best team on parade was Police Sports Club, Lucas A. Slamadom. Carlton A1 Braves took home most of the awards for 2017, including Team of the Year and the Montgay League title. Sharon Lynch, also of Braves, won the top award, the 3-hand Queen title, and also the female pairs with Pat Harbin Jones. Teammate Roland Jones, he took home the top male award, the 3-hand King. The male pair champions were Troy Thomas and Andrew Seal of Montgay KC Joint, while the Courtly Eswick and Marsha Defafine of Stag Weasels won the President's Pair Award. The 2018 season is set to begin this Sunday in the 4-hand league. To track and field now, Arlene House are the 2018 champions at the Arlene School. Today at the National Stadium, Arlene collected the crown, tallying a total of 1,522 points over former champions Haynes, who collected 1,312 points. Reed House followed in third, 1,112 points, and Cumberbatch fourth with 1,091 points. Shamaya O'Dane of Haynes House was named the victor at Durham. She had 79 points, while Aidan Orgeese of Arlene collected 63 points to be named the victor at Durham. CBC's Akeem Klinkett was there for the 100 meters.
Girls under 13 100 meters, off the line and coming down the track. Lanes 3, 4 and 6 looking to walk away with the gold, but Davia Stewart of Haynes House in 6 pulls away in the final meters to win in 14.13 seconds. beating her teammate Tamika Husbands and Taisha Agard of Reed. Boys under 13, and not wasting any time stamping his authority, was the tallest guy in the race. He's from Allen House and his name is Christian Griffith. He stops the clock in 13.80 seconds. He beats his teammate Renako Brown and reads Kiko Wade. Girls under 15A, good start, even race until the 50-meter mark. It's then that Jaquila Mounter of Allen House took over. She occupied lane 6 and stormed home in 14.15 ahead of Karis Boyce of Cumberbatch and Aisha Seeley of Haynes. Boyce turned, and from the time the gun went off, Shaquan Weeks of Allen didn't waste any time moving his way to the front. His goal was the gold, and he collected it in 13.26 seconds. He beats Janelle Gill of Reed and Thierry Green of Cumberbatch. Girls 100-meter dash under 15, and keep your eyes on lane 3, folks. Brianna Boyce is her name, and she's from Haynes. She came with a point to prove and completed the mission with extreme prejudice. She stops the clock in 13.14 seconds ahead of the Cumberbatch pair, Aisha Watts and Tia Spelling. Boys under 15, tipped to be one of the bigger races of the day. Who will be the one to win? Enter Aidan August of Allen House. He blows them away in 11.99 seconds. The Haynes pair of Bailey Edwards and Nicola Kennedy followed for second and third respectively. The girls under 17 was a three-way race, all from Cumberbatch, but who would wear the crown in this division? Haley Collymore raised her hand across the line in 13.78, beating out Dave Padmore and Shania Headley. Under 17 boys ready to tear up the track, coming down with some steam. One contender pulled up, but that couldn't stop Tyrese Eustace of Haynes from blowing them away in 11.93 seconds. He's followed home by the Allen House pair, Rashad Willoughby and Sabian Miller. To the big girls, and look out, make room. It's the Shamaya O'Dane show. She's from Haynes House and she drops the curtain on this one quickly, winning in 12.48 seconds. She's followed home by Reese Kadisha Williams and Kashira Francis of Haynes. And the big boys, the fight for the title of the fastest boy in the school. And it was a battle indeed, between Allen's Lee Andre Walker and Reed's Shaquan Glasgow. But Walker does enough to hold on, winning in 11.30 seconds, beating Glasgow and his teammate Shem Boyce for the gold. The Allen bus is on the road to BSAC. Akeem Klinkett, CBC Sports.
And welcome back to Sports Night. Now, the action was steamy when the Silver Hill Road Tennis competition continued last night at the Silver Hill Hard Courts. A big crowd is always there to witness some of the bigger names secure victories each night. CBC's Akeem Klinkett reports.
First game, Marshawn Johnson in the near court produces a backhand shot that left Adrian Scott in some trouble. Johnson took the first set 21-17, so he was in a hurry to close out this one. The smash, the reply meets the net. He then finds the smallest of spaces, and the execution is immaculate. Although Johnson was leading the game, Scott still put his best foot forward. However, Johnson held his own and still collected the point on this occasion. Johnson had the victory in sight and went for the jugular, bringing the firm right hand. Scott hardly putting up a fight by this stage. Johnson taking the second 21-12 and the game 2-0. Game 2, Damian Taylor in the far court gets straight to business against Lloyd Burke. Stiff right hand shot, Lynch not up to the task. Taylor on the move again and attacked Burke's backhand, exploiting the angle for Burke to meet the net. Taylor not mixing matters, taking the first 21-16. Burke replied winning the second 21-11, so we pick up in the third as Taylor forces the issue. Firm forehand, Burke replies in his court rather than Taylor's. Taylor not about the mock sport, passing forearm shot, exquisite. And he will close it out in style, passing shot to the right, taking the set 21-15 and the game 2-1. Third game, Dwayne Lynch in the yellow versus Winston Griffith. Lynch took the first set 21-13, so we pick up in the second, where Griffith brings the defiant forearm shot. Lynch trying to have an early night, gets some luck and capitalizes on it. Smash diagonally. Lynch stuck to the basics and kept putting the ball on the court. That saw Griffith making his own mistakes, going long this time. And whenever he found an opening, he pounced on it. Cross-court smash. Griffith, not a chance. Lynch, the better on the night, taking the set 21-16 and the game 2-0. Next up, Anthony Haynes in the green beats Ricardo Taylor with the injection. Haynes on the move again, lines up the shot and produces the forearm passing push. Haynes taking the first in a hurry. Taylor with the serve, 21-9. Second set action, and Taylor was on a mission. Backhand push, Haynes replies wide. But Haynes was dominant, bringing a firm right hand, which now sees Taylor reply wide. Taylor trying his best to fight his way back, going diagonally and securing another point. But Haynes was too strong, taking the second 21-16 and the game 2-0. And the final game of the night, Julian Quimby versus Victor Ward. Quimby drawing first blood, cross court, Ward goes wide. But Ward would take the first set 21-15. Second set and Quimby was strictly in business mode. Quimby tying up the game, winning the second 21-14. In the third, the battle was on. Quimby with the cross-court shot. Taylor's reply too low and denied by the net. Ward, not giving in, was patient and explored different options for openings. But Quimby makes it easy for him when he hits the woodwork. But despite the fight, Quimby was the man, completing the comeback, winning the third 21-15 and the game 2-1. Akeem Klinkett, CBC Sports.
Back to track and field action, as for a second year running, Set E are the champions of the Commonwealth Schools Inter-House Track and Field Championships. Holding off a strong bid from Set B, the victors amassed 688 points to Set B 655. Set C was third on 608, with Set F, A and C rounding out the tables. The battle at Waterford was between Set B and Set E, with Set B at the start of the 200s having the edge, but we'll see how that plays out. Division 3 girls are out and gone, and this will be down to the wire. Off the bend, and it was still destined for a blanket finish. So who had it? Who could get that last minute spurt? It will be Daniel Tate. Set E in on the big points. Set C's Tonic Fleming was second, and third went to Set B's Danae Niles. The Division 3 boys went off at the second time of calling. With it too close to call in the early stages, the last 100 will be crucial, and Delano Thomas made his move. Look for the purple shirt in the middle of the field. He eases away from the challenge of Romero Dates and Ramon King. Is that Set E again? Oh yes, by now you can guess Set E had regained the lead. Every vantage point taken up, as the Division 2 girls race may have only had 4 competitors, but it was still a battle royale. These girls were moving. Off the bench, Jada Smith-Padmore and Mario Corbin were stride for stride. Misha Nelson hot on their heels, and then Corbin stepped on the gas to give space between herself and her challengers. Nelson then finished strong to pip Smith-Padmore on the line. Set D, B and D in that order. Division 2 boys had a superhero of sorts in the mix. Mikhail Carvalho is the name, and he's set to flight in the middle of the field. Super Carvalho is the nickname, the cape to suit, as he demolished the field. Yup, Set E again with victory. Set B in there with Jared Ford in second and Jaden Leaker of Set C in third. Into the big leagues, Division 1 girls, and from out the blocks, Diamond Grimes wasted no time in signaling her intention. Chasing was Nakara Hunt. Hunt and Grimes off the bench, stride for stride, but then Hunt pulled up, gifting Grimes her ticket to goal, so comfortably claimed. Second went to Shanna Jones, who was a fast finisher, and Shantae White came in for third. And if you're wondering about Hunt, she limped off to seek medical attention, but from all accounts, she'd be good to go for a BSAC. To the men of the school, Division 1 boys, this race will be decided off the bend. Ayo Toppin in the blue pants was a smooth executor. Could he hold on to that lead he had? Fighting tooth and nail? Sure he did. In for second was Khalid Carter, as Set A had the top 2, and Set E's McCarry Jones was in for third. And that's a wrap from Waterford. Barbadian number 1 seed Darian King lost his round of 32 match against Russian Evgeny Donskoy at the Delray Beach Tennis Open today. King went down 6-4, 6-2. And you're watching Sports Night. Now, a Slovenian ice hockey player who became the 3rd athlete to be caught doping at the Pyeongchang Winter Olympic Games and says he tested positive for an asthma drug that he took under doctor's orders and he had forgotten to seek approval. The Court of Arbitration for Sport confirmed that Ziga Gelik tested positive for phenterol, a drug designed to open the airways to the lungs. Gelik has been suspended from the games in order to leave the athletes' village within 24 hours. Now, here's some of the events happening tomorrow, February the 21st. The inter-house sports continue with Courage and Pirate at the National Stadium. That starts at 10 a.m. And the semi-final number 1 of the Super 50, Barbados Pride versus Kent Spitfire, will be live on MCTV's ESPN1 from the Coolish Ground in Antigua. Now, that's Sports Night. The Winter Olympics continue on CBC TV 8 a little later tonight. I'm Anne-Marie Burke. Do enjoy your viewing.